Was good. Now, I know some of y'all niggas have been waiting on this series right here. So I don't even gotta tell you what if this is, right? You should already know. So we're gonna skip all that boring shit and we're just gonna hop right back in to where I left off. You know what I'm saying? So where I left off, right? So Naruto threw Zabuza's sword back at him. Zabuza caught it, and Naruto pulled out his sword, and they clashed, right? Naruto's like, it's gonna be mine soon anyway. And so, they throwing some good hands, right? And then Austin was like, Naruto. Let me handle this. Zabuza's Jonin. He's a rogue shinobi, right? An A-class ninja. I think he was. He's not an S-class ninja. An A-class ninja. And then Zabuza, Naruto was like, Asuma Sensei, I got this. And then but in the meantime, right? In the meantime, while Asuma and Naruto were conversating, Shikamaru and Shino, right? Them niggas were taking out Haku. Cause I'm gonna say Shino. Well, yeah, Shino. While they were walking, right? He had his bugs scanning the area before they got there. So like, he already knew that Haku was there, and so Haku was sitting in the tree. We're gonna skip to Haku, right? Haku was sitting in the tree, and then a bug came on her, think nothing of it. 2 bugs came on her, think nothing of it. And then 3 bugs come over, think nothing of it. Until just like hordes of bugs just start going all over Haku, right? And it's absorbing all her fucking chakra. And while she's distracted by the bugs, Shikamaru is doing the shadow possession jutsu, and he got her, right? Boom, shadow possession complete. Awesome. That's some crazy shit, right? And then bam. And then so they just stare and they just there, right? And he's just letting Shino's bugs just suck up away all the chakra that's left in Haku, right? And so we flash back to Naruto and Zabuza, right? And so, they throwing some good ass hands, right? So, they clashing, they walking on water. Yup, Asuma already taught him how to walk on water, you know what I'm saying? And trees. So, they Gucci in those 2 months, right? And they each know a jutsu, alright? I'm gonna say Asuma knows some good jutsu. He got some in his arsenal. I don't know all his abilities, but I do know he got some good jutsu up in his arsenal. And so, they throwing some good hands, right? Clashing. I'm gonna say Zabuza swings his sword back, right, about to chop off Naruto's head. But then Naruto puts his sword in the little hole that Zabuza got, sticking that motherfucker to the ground on some badass shit, right? And I never really described what Naruto's sword does, right? So I'm gonna say Naruto, he's gonna start a sword collection, right? And remember when I said like he unlocked all them hidden clan techniques, and he only knows 5? So one of the abilities is that he can imbue shadowness into his sword, right? So like, say if he cut you, right? I'm gonna say each sword has a different ability. So I'm gonna say his sword, right? If he cut you, it puts you in a genjutsu that's just like black and it's just shadows, right? It's like evil shadows haunting you on some shit. And anybody who opens it, like I said in my previous video, anybody besides a Nara or whoever Naruto wants to can't open the sword or can't even pick it up, right? But since he put his clan technique and imbued it into the sword, right? Now anybody that opens it that's not a Nara or that doesn't want Naruto to open it is going to be like haunted by all the previous powerful shadows of the Nara clan. By all the previous shadows of the Nara clan, right? Yeah, that's a fire ass ability right there. Just came up with that motherfucker right now, on God. But anyway, so he cuts him, right? He's cutting Zabuza, and like each time he cuts Zabuza, he's getting haunted by more shadows, right? And it's slowly breaking his mind. And then bam, Naruto goes, he runs, right? Puts his sword behind his back, like while he's running, right? And then no, he runs. Scratch what I just said. So he runs, right? And then bam, in a flash speed, appears behind Zabuza, and then he sheaths his sword because his sword hit was on his back, and he sheathed that motherfucker, right? Put that motherfucker right in his back slowly. As soon as that motherfucker did that little cling sound, right? Zabuza's head falls off his body. Cause like, I don't know how them niggas still be alive when their head's already cut off. But that's what happened though. He was still alive for like 3 more seconds. And then bam, his head fell off. It's crazy. Asuma didn't do shit, alright? Asuma didn't have to do shit, alright? Bam. So look. So that's what happened. And then so they take out Haku, right? And they interrogate Haku. And so what they do is this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna say there's gonna be some character development for Shino, right? Because you know Shino don't be having that many powers, right? So I'm gonna say Shino tells his bug to take some of Haku's blood, and what that does is once it takes some of Haku's blood, because you know Haku's got the Yuki clan, you know, the ice shit, right? So that means Shino finna have some ice bugs, right? After they get done, you know, after that one bug, you know, passed all the trials, you know, and doesn't die. So like that's gonna happen, but it's gonna take like a week, all right? But we gonna get back to that. So you know they go to Tazin's house, right? And you know they chilling, you know, eating some grub, cause they all fine. Like Zabuza and Haku's is good. So like everything from here on is just gonna run smooth, you know. And so bam. So, you know, they building the bridge, they protecting Kazuna. Cause I'm gonna say that Inari, he don't say that bullshit like he did in canon. Cause his grandpa told him that he beat Gato's best men. And so he has some respect for them now, right? And so they protecting Kazuna at the bridge. And then, you know, that fat little short nigga Gato come up, you know, with his walking stick. And like in his army of bandits. And then this is where Asuma showcases his skills. Cause I'm gonna say oh yeah, I forgot to say Naruto did take Zabuza's sword. Like don't get me wrong on that one, right? And I'm gonna say it's gonna take about a week for him to imbue the shadowness of the Nara clan up in there. But it's gonna have a different ability. Alright? So oh yeah. So this is where Asuma's gonna showcase his skills, right? With all the bandits. So he's gonna go, you know, pull out his knives and just start cutting niggas down, bro. Like he's gonna start like it's a fucking massacre, bro. And then he's gonna show them what a Joni's strength really is, right? And that's what he's gonna do. And then they're gonna be like, wow, that was fucking fire, bro. And she gonna but all three of them, remember, they still lazy as hell. They ain't want to do it. They ain't want to fight all the niggas. And they're like, oh, thank God, Asuma Sensei did that one. I didn't want to do all that. That should have been too troublesome. And then she knows like whisper on some weird shit, like, you're way too troublesome. And then Naruto's like, yeah, too troublesome, you know. And then so, you know, we go back. So, you know, they're heading back to the Lee village. They get there. They walk in. And so they go to the Hokage's office to report, right? And then they walk in and they be like, my son. And the Hiruzen, you know, I ain't gonna lie, the Hiruzen be having that old ass man voice. They be like, my son. Naruto boy. On some weird shit, bro. And then so he's like, Shikamaru. What the fuck is that nigga name? Damn, how the fuck I just said it and I forget that nigga name? Chino. Yeah. Chino. Right? And then so they give the Hokage the report. And then the Hokage is like, oh. So he thinks that they're strong enough to do, you know, more C rank missions, right? And so We skip a month later, and I'm gonna say after we skip a month later, we skip a month later, and damn, what was gonna happen? Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip a month later, right? And so since Hiruzen thought that they could, do some better C rank missions, some more C rank missions, they already did 30 C rank missions in that 1 month, right? I'm talking like it's gonna be the fastest getting team in the history to do like the most missions, right? And so that's what they do. That's what they did. And after that, they. Oh yeah. So Asuma calls them, right? And he gives each of them a present in the slip to the Chunin exams, right? I'm gonna say Naruto and Shikamaru gets the knives that Asuma get, right? And I'm gonna say Shino gets a rare poisonous bug. Yeah, that's good. So, that's good. He gets a rare poisonous bug, yeah. Now we each give him some buffs, So a rare poisonous bug, yeah. So anyway, we go. And so it's about a week left into the Chunin exams, right? And so since there's a week left, he's like, train your asses off. And yeah, so he's like, train your asses off, right? And so that's what they do, right? They go in the forest, right? Well, so this is what I'm saying. I'm saying Shino, he goes with his dad, and they train. He learns some techniques. We're not gonna speak on that right now, though. And so, but Shikamaru, he goes with his dad, right? And he learns some techniques, right? But this is what Naruto does, right? He goes to the deers, right? And he learns some new techniques, like from the deers, though. Like he learns a deer fighting style. Now I don't know how that's gonna be, so try to imagine it in your head, cause I don't know. So, but he learns the deer fighting style, right? And so, next thing that happens is the beginning of the Chunin exams. So they walk in that motherfucker, and so Naruto's like the head honcho kind of, and then they got the Shino and Shikamaru on like the right and left sides of them. And so they walking through that motherfucker, right? And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say Sasuke, right? Sasuke gonna come up to Naruto and be like, I hope you haven't been holding your team back, you dope. And then so that's what he says, right? On some Sasuke, on some emo shit, right? You know how Sasuke is. And then, Naruto's gonna ignore him. All three of them gonna ignore him, right? And they're gonna walk right past him, and then Sakura's gonna be like, how dare you ignore Sasuke? Oh, they pulling up right there. I'm gonna just go the other way. Right? So he's like, how dare you ignore Sasuke? And so next thing that's gonna happen is, oh yeah. So, Rock Lee's gonna appear in front of Sasuke, right? Sasuke gonna get his ass whooped like in canon. Yeah, I ain't changing that shit, right? Sasuke's gonna get his ass mildly whopped, bro. And then so, we continue. And so they go in that thing, right? Where there's the genjutsu, right? And this time, I'm gonna say that nobody blurts it out that it's a genjutsu. Cause all of them know that it's to weed out the weaklings. And I ain't like how they just said, it's a genjutsu, you idiots. That shit just bored me. Cause there probably wouldn't even have the minute preliminaries if that genjutsu wasn't there. But there's still gonna be a preliminaries though. But it's not gonna be as many people there. And so, everything goes as canon. They walk up in that motherfucker. And so, yeah, it's less people. But it's all, cannon fodder, people we don't give a fuck about. And so, they walk up in that motherfucker. And then they conversating with Kabuto. And then he's like, and then Sasuke walks up, he's like, give me information on Naruto Uzumaki, fucking No. It's Naruto Nara. Naruto Nara, fucking Gara, Shino, and Shikamaru. Yeah. He's like, all right. So he's like, so he flips through his cards. He's like, Gara, a ninja who has done A rank missions, and he's done 2 A rank missions, 4 C ranks, 80 B ranks. No, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. He's done 3 A ranks, right? 2 B ranks, 15 C ranks, and 30 D ranks. 30 D ranks, right? Yeah, 30 D ranks, right? And it's like, and he's reported to have not had one scratch while he was doing all these missions, right? And so, bam, he moves on to Shikamaru. No, he moves on to Shino, right? It's like Shino Aburame, member of the Aburame clan, Bugs, Jutsu, said to have chakra stealing bugs that took all your chakra weight in seconds. He has done 200 D ranks, 30 C ranks, 2 B ranks, and an A rank. Because you know how the A rank was the mission that they went on? Yeah, so that's the A rank, right? And they did some other missions that we're not going to speak about. And then so he's like, Shikamaru Nara, wielder of like many hidden clan techniques. And then he tells them all the missions that he did, right? And he moves on to Naruto, right? And he's like, Naruto Nara, and he's like, wielder of all hidden Nara clan techniques, right? And he's like, and he tells them how many missions he did, right? And Sasuke shook. He's like, how the fuck did these niggas do so many fucking missions, right? Because Sasuke only did like 50 D ranks, right? And then he did he didn't even do no C ranks, just D ranks. All he did was D ranks, right? And so like, he's noticing that you're getting more inferior, right? Well, not inferior. He's getting like not noticed and not noticed. Like he ain't getting no more attention, So next thing that happens, oh yeah, they walk up in that motherfucker, and it's time for, no, they don't walk in that motherfucker. They already in that mug. So they sit down because the poof and the smoke came in the room, and it was Ibuki. And Ibuki came in, and everything that happens. But this time, since them niggas are smart, because look, Shikamaru was already smart. That nigga was a genius, right? And you already know how Naruto's a prodigy among prodigies, smarter. He's on some Nezu type shit. Like, he's smarter than my nigga Nezu. If you know who Nezu is, you know who Nezu is. I won't speak on that right now, though. So, and since Shino has been around them, he's gotten smarter, right? So they all finish within the first 30 seconds, right? So Naruto finishes in the first 10 seconds, Shikamaru finishes in the first 20 seconds, and Shino finishes in the first 30 seconds, right? And he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, and he gets the papers, and he notices that they're all right, off the bat. And so then that's how it goes. And so he's like, please go wait back there, in the waiting room. You 2 pass. You 3 pass. And then so, that's getting the Sasuke's ego even more. Oh, and let me get you in mind, like, Naruto does not give a fuck about Sasuke, like, in that canon shit, like, I feel like I hated in canon how Naruto spent almost the whole show, chasing after this nigga Sasuke, like, yeah, he did some other shit, yeah, he fought Pain, but, like, the only reason why he got stronger was to try to get Sasuke back, like, hell nah, bro, you got me fucked up. Better live your life, bro. I ain't finna chase after no nigga. Like, that's a whole nigga. Naruto don't give a fuck about it. None of them niggas give a fuck about Sasuke, bro. Like, And Shikamaru, he said it in the fucking story, and like in canon, he's like, I don't care about Sasuke. Like, only reason why he went on that mission because it was an order from the Hokage. Like, come on now, you should know this already. But anyway, so they waiting in the room, and so everything passes as usual, and so they come back in. Anko busts through that motherfucker, and so Ibiki does that shit, to get all the weaklings out. Anko comes, damn, bro, rude ass dog. And then so Anko comes, busts through there, and like, Ibuku, you must be going soft, and everything. And so, they go to the entrance of the Forest of Death. And so, bam. Anko, she's explaining everything. And so, you notice that Naruto nor Shikamaru nor Shino is paying attention, right? Takes 3 kunais, chucks them at all 3 of them niggas, right? Bam. Naruto. Ooh, this is where comes in another technique right now, nigga. Yes, sir. I just made up with this shit right now. Like, this shit all off the top, right? So I'm gonna say Naruto's kunai gets blocked, by some shadows. Bam. It's called shadow protection. Now it's kind of like Gaara's stuff, but it's just shadows. Like, he can control shadows. Like, it's basically like shadow manipulation. But like, how Gaara Sand will always protect him. Like, it wasn't Shikaku. Like, that was his mother's doing. Like, how like, even if like Gaara's not controlling the sand will always protect him. Like, if a kunai is coming towards his neck, the sand will get that fucking kunai. So, and that's how it goes, right? So it's kind of like the same thing with Naruto, right? So the shadows catch that kunai. For Shino, it's the bugs, like all the bugs in the surrounding area. Because I'm gonna say, when the bugs know that the next clan head is, gonna be soon, they do everything to protect that clan head, right? So, the bugs come. And for Shikamaru, right? For Shikamaru, I'm gonna say he just catches it. Because, like, I ain't decided what new abilities to give Shikamaru yet. So, like, you just gonna catch that motherfucker. And throw that motherfucker back. And so Shino's bugs throw that motherfucker back. And Naruto shadows throw that motherfucker back, right? And bam. And so they all going for her. And she catches them and puts them in their pouch, right? And so she continues on with the story. And so she continues, not the story, fuck. She continues with her explanation about the scrolls and shit. And so, they get the scrolls. They get their respective scrolls. And so they go in the forest, right? And they just start chopping down random shinobi, taking all they fucking scrolls, right? Taking all they fucking scrolls. Cause I'm gonna change it, right? This is what I'm gonna change, right? So they take 15 heaven scrolls and 15 earth scrolls, right? And so we flash to Sasuke, Sakura, and Sai, right? And so, we're coming out. So we flash to them, and what they doing is they getting attacked by Orochimaru, right? And so they getting attacked by Orochimaru. Sasuke still gets bit in his motherfucking neck because that nigga Orochimaru a pedophile, but like that nigga on some weird shit, bro. Like, but we not gonna speak on that. Like, that nigga wasn't good until Boruto. Well, he was good a little bit at the end. Because he did revive all them Hokages. But like that's one of the only good deeds that nigga has ever done, bro. Like, that nigga was experimenting on kids. Like, you remember that nigga Yamato? Yup. And one of Orochimaru's experience. Yup. Yes, sir. But let's get back to the story. So, what happens next is, oh yeah, so everything happens, they're hot. Sakura puts them niggas in the bush. Cause Sai still works for Root. And so his job is to keep an eye on Sasuke, right? And so Sai still, awake, because he's a non-blue member. Think he's finna get caught slipping that bad? I'm gonna say he faked like he passed out from the bloodlust, and so guess what happened? Cause I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Orochimaru did have some killer bloodlust though. You can't even cap. So the next thing that happens is they get attacked by them 3 sound ninja. And this time, Sai just batches them quick before Sasuke could even wake up, And so when he did wake up, he had the curse mark activated. Same thing happened. Oh yeah, Sakura did cut her hair, but she ain't finna change. She's still finna be useless ass trash can. We're not gonna speak on that, right? And so, just fucking screws everywhere. So next thing that happens is, what happens next? Shit. Oh yeah, so they go to the tower. So I'm gonna say Kabuto did give him a scroll. They go to the tower, and they see Naruto there, and they see everybody there, cause them niggas were the last one to get there, right? Before the deadline, cause the timer was almost up, Deadline was coming. So next thing that happens is that the preliminaries, right? And so, they up in that motherfucker. And what happens next? What should I make happens next? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this I was gonna change it, so yeah. So, he's like, how many scrolls do y'all have, right? And I'm gonna say girls' team got 5 scrolls of each. And Neji's team got 3 scrolls of each, right? And so he's like, everyone who has more than 1 scroll, right, of each will be sent straight to the finals, right? So Gaara's team, Naruto's team, and Neji's team, right? But the rest of them niggas gotta fight it out. And then he's like, them some wild ass scrolls. I'm gonna go the other way. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, next thing that's gonna happen is, what's gonna happen next? I'm gonna end it right there. Hold up, let me see. How much time is on here? I'm gonna keep going. Oh yeah, so Kiba's gonna be like, why they get this straight seat to the finals, right? And then the Lord Hokage gonna explain to him like how they got more scrolls than all of y'all, right? And y'all only did the bare minimum, and how that ain't fair. And so they gonna go and they gonna fight, and it's gonna be Sakura versus Ino again. Ino's gonna tie. Gaara versus Gaara versus Kiba. Kiba finna get rocked out his boots. Shit. Tamare versus who Tamare gonna go against? Fodder Ninja. Fodder Ninja gonna get shit on. Fucking Kankuro versus Fodder Ninja. Fodder Ninja gonna get shit on again. And no. The rest of them niggas got a straight seat to the finals, I guess. Shit, I don't know. I must be missing somebody. Shit. But anyway, next thing that happens is the month, right? He tells everybody about the month of training, and so that's what they do. So they start working their ass off. Bam. Oh yeah, and that shit that Naruto got a straight seat to the finals. Oh yeah, Sasuke versus Fodder Ninja. Sasuke wins, But the thing that they got that got to Sasuke's ego too, cause like, why the fuck I'm a Uchiha elite? Why can't I get a straight seat to the finals? Oh shit, hold up. Damn, where the picture at? All right, there it go. All right. So that's what happens. And next thing that happens is, so they training their ass off, right? And Jiraiya comes. He trains Naruto. Everything plays out the same. Naruto catches Jiraiya in the bathhouse, right? And so Shikamaru's dad trains Shikamaru, and trains, and she knows that trains Shino, right? And so they meet up every week, right, to attune each other's new skills, right, and get their teamwork apart with their new skills, right? So like they can be like, a teamwork badass, like on some Naruto and Sasuke shit, fighting that nigga Momoshiki, bro. Like, bro, that shit was crazy. Or did you not see that nigga Naruto take Sasuke's sword, hit that nigga Momoshiki, pass that motherfucker back to Sasuke, bro? That shit was crazy, bro. That motherfucker, and then that nigga put that motherfucker in his sheet, bro. That shit was wild, bro. Like, if that's the best teamwork I ever seen, my nigga. That shit was crazy. But let's go. Let's get back to it. So, what's gonna happen next? So yeah, the long time skip. Oh yeah, so the first battle is gonna be same as Canon, Naruto versus Neji. And so, you know, he's gonna walk Neji, like, so they throwing some good hands. Neji does the rotation 64 palms, bam, hits Naruto and all his chakra points, and Naruto goes poof, because it was a shadow, it was a shadow clone, a literal shadow clone, made out of shadows, you know what I'm saying? So he poofs he don't even poof, he just like turns into shadows, right? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna have Naruto have some genjutsu. Like, you know how Itachi, when he gets stabbed, right, he turn into crows. When Naruto gets stabbed, that nigga gonna turn into shadows, bro. That shit gonna be badass, right? So bam. So Naruto gets a chakra straight right to the heart that's gonna kill him, and then bam, he turns into shadows, poof, and then shadows like come out of everybody, right? Like everybody around, like the proctor, Neji, everybody, the tree that's chilling right there, every leaf on everybody, right? And it ring forms Naruto right in the middle. And he's like, hello. And so what he does is he whips out Zabuza's sword, right? He's like, and he's wielding that motherfucker with one hand, right? And he got that motherfucker pointed right towards Neji. And then boom, he disappears and appears behind Neji, right? And there's a big old slash. Oh wait, no, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do for Zabuza's sword, right? So he whips that motherfucker back and slashes that motherfucker, right? And a shadow slash just goes right towards Neji. And I'm gonna say that it was getting a little bit dark, right? And so Neji didn't see it. So bam, Neji got hit straight in the chest with that shadow slash. No more Neji. No more Neji. Bam. That's how it goes. Alright, so what's the next fight gonna be? Oh yeah. Fucking I'm gonna say it's gonna be whatchamacallit and Tenten, because Tenten did get a straight seat to the finals, so it's gonna be Tamari and Tenten. Tamari's gonna whoop that ass just like she did in the preliminaries. But that shit was a fucking blowout. Like, Tenten is fucking almost as useless as Sakura. Next thing it's gonna be Lee and Gara. And I'm gonna say that went exactly as canon, like in the preliminaries. That's how I went. And it's gonna be Sasuke versus Shino, right? And so Sasuke gonna charge us, throw a fireball jutsu. Shino's gonna dodge it. No, Shino's gonna get hit by the fireball jutsu, burst into bugs, right? And then so Sasuke's gonna punch Shino, right? And he's gonna keep on punching him because now Shino can take some hits, right? And so every time he punching him, more bugs is getting on Sasuke. And so his punches are getting weaker and weaker, right? And then so bam, he punched him again, and it just felt like a fucking marshmallow hitting him. And bam. And then bam, Shino's bugs just surround him and go all over Sasuke and suck up all his fucking chakra. That shit sound weird as fuck. But we're not gonna speak on that, bro. He takes it all, bro. And then so we go to, so after that, so there's no more Sasuke. And no more Sasuke. Bam. And that just got Sasuke royally pissed. Cause like, he wanted to beat the shit out of Naruto, right? And then so next gonna be Naruto versus Gaara. Bam. And that's where I'm gonna end it. Cause I know y'all heard that fucking timer go off, nigga. Bam. Alright, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas later. Hold up.